it going, everybody? My name's Chrysanix, and welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I didn't think I was ever going to play this again, but I'm in a good mood. And I was like, let's take a break from the death and despair of Call of Duty and just move on for something else for a little bit. I'll get back to Call of Duty because I still got to finish the campaign. I haven't finished it because I've been so busy with school, but you seeing this video is actually caught up in real time. Those last two videos you watched was before Thanksgiving, obviously. We are caught up. Right now it is December 9th, 11:37 in the morning. Anyways, I was like, I think I'm going to finish this. I'm actually really surprised it kept my progress because I actually uninstalled it, but no, it kept my progress, so thank you, Steam. But before we get into this video and have some fun with this and finish up this hilarious dating simulator, because you know it's the funniest thing ever, I wanted to bring you guys some comedy. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Like, I can't believe we're here, and like we're just gonna get bigger, and it's just gonna be fun, and I'm super excited, and I'm super thankful and grateful, and like I can't thank you guys enough, and I enjoy that you guys are enjoying my content. And I just can't wait to see what the future holds. So now we're on the road to 200, and then 300, and then the world. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. Anyways, let's get into this. So, I wonder if I hit continue. I don't remember what happened. I think we beat that big bet. Last time I played this was October 2nd, it said, so I have no idea. Delicious coffee. Oh, okay. I think it literally keeps up right where we left off, so that's nice. All right. Hopefully my audio is really good. Hello! All right, sorry. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Oh my god, I can't believe I got that word right. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you right. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about your encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. I don't remember my voices. It's been so long. I should have watched my video, but okay. I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be. I think I might like pop. Have I? Wait. I'll be right back. I think we watched this already. I forgot I'm Judy Booty. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I apologize for that. Yeah, I had to backtrack really quick, so I was like, I forgot where I left off. I told you I should have watched my previously. My bad. All right, yeah, so we already saw all that. This is where I stopped. Maybe like 2, quick talks after this. But anyways, let's go. All right, when you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding it, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa, there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting mature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Aha. You sit near the rivals, believe your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magical spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Good job, Judy Booty. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if they ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache, whatever. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I have the burps. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Ah! I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch him in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry when he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, mom. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to... What? Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think he must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. She's weird. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know what this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena. At last, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Sprinkles! Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rubs his furry dog belly. He loves it. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we will review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was Chicken who first assigned their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. And you miss most of the important parts. Oh, Colonel. Oh, that structured jawline. Ugh. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Judy Booty? Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh boy, a shimmering pepper, a glass of water, a dog biscuit. Oh. Why would I want to sample a glass of water? Screw it! The dog biscuit it is! Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talent, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkle jumps up and bites your own cooking apron. Well, fine! Screw you too, Sprinkles. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Ugh. Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. I'm sorry, Sprinkles. Game over. What? He killed me? Wow, what a jerk. I'm sorry, Sprinkles. You're so cute. I didn't mean it. I'll go with the glass of water. I got it. What? Can I skip this? Skip. I'll be back. Damn. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I have to start over from the beginning of this chapter, or this section. So I had to click all the way back. All right. I think I'm gonna go with the shimmering pepper, because then Colonel Sanders would be like, Judy Booty, take this water. I will save you. And I'll be like, oh, thank you, Colonel. A brightly colored pepper stands off from the rest of the items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. I forgot he died. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is cough. Sorry. As I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself to begin reconscious. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I better pay attention. Dang it, Chris, pay attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I've already bought my own lunch. Judy Booty, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Oh, thanks, Miriam. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and tartlet for dessert. Tartlet. That's very tiny. It takes only about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Ah, woo! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best with the best of them. Best believe it. No. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Screw you, Ashley. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you could really impress him again here. Yeah, let's go! It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, God. If the okay, it already boils 8 seconds. You turn the temperature on. What temperature's water boil at? I don't freaking know. That's wrong. Damn it. What were you thinking, Judy Booty? Get your head in the game. I'm sorry, Sprinkles. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? Oh, God. I played this like 2 months ago. 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Heck yeah. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Oh, God. Gratitude, trust, vigilance, gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness the energy. So where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born, the shoulder right deep beneath the surface. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. I don't know how I'm getting these answers right. I'm pretty sure it's part of the backstory, but like I said, I played it like 2 months ago, so I have no idea. This music is fire. Ah! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Focus. Focus, Judy Booty. Focus. What is the sound of success? Yay. I'm doing so well! That's right, when they taste your cooking, they will be taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. Oh, sweet. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Judy Booty. He's actually cheering you on. Oh my God! Colonel Sanders is cheering me on! Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Oh God. Now all I can think about is Colonel Sanders. What? Wait. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill the traditional? Ah! You were stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which would you take? Oh, fudge. What a hunk. Oh my God. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. I don't know what's going on. What does that have to do with the crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. Plating elements of her dish is colorful and complex. Yikes. This is bop. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilizing the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Excuse me, I've got the burps. I think it's this coffee. I am sorry. This is not professional. Oh, man. You might not have any hands, but Judy Booty does. Judy Booty does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Judy Booty, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. And it's immediately crushed by the quick spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with my completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on the account of Judy Booty's injury. You see Sprinkles beginning to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a white way of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellent. Looks dumb. I was gonna ask Judy Booty to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the hot sauce, the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalized. Your rage burns so intensely within your ears that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and then they fall off your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. But I failed as an something. I failed as a something. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I've resolved that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside him. A burning passion. Are you guys feeling the love in this video right now? Wow! This is fantastic storytelling. Like, the creators, oh my word, they deserve an award. Or it's just my awesome story, my voice. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero! Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Ha, Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Judy Booty is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Well, of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into the creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at the school until one day some mean kids in the magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're protecting the innocent from those who cheat them through sorcery and guile, sorry. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Judy Booty. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Ah, look at this. Look at this cute little corner. Like, look at a baby with a beard. That man was born to be destined. It looks like you live in such exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipe of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm so close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to be paired with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I'll reveal it. You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag with a special dish that you've been keeping in ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Samber's Lou hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to be radiant memories. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that must have been Colonel Sanders himself. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think of a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial, 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, it reads the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheerings. You look closely and there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The jacket is a bit too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You gave yourself a deep hug, breathing innocent, saying that home is where the heart is. This is what they meant? You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You confess. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna be that! I thought it was gonna be like, oh sorry, I was just looking around your house because it's such a nice house! I think I've developed feelings for you. Oh god. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Judy Booty? I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Wow. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Oh gosh. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. No bacon and eggs, it's fried chicken and biscuits. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There still is one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. That's it, there's only one more day. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried and then something happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can keep up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Well, since I've been partnering up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But then he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, sure, yeah, sure, I can get to know that little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people say? What is she even referring to? And now I'm not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from a whole Colonel Sanders sessions. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want it to be right. After a short argument, you both agreed to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Oh god. You can't tell them from the you can tell from the distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Sometimes I cannot speak English. Come on! Because you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? Sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Judy Booty, suggesting I'd pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Judy Booty, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hand, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Judy Booty. I am more than capable of speaking enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Judy Booty. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel that the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in magic stuff. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these words. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really that powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open the page cover with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I can choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the next upcoming final exam. That is way drastic! Could you do something like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Why would I want to get rid of Colonel Sanders? The whole point of this game is for me to date Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for small hallmark to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens, yeah. Sprinkles stops in his track. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs out the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you! Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. That squirrel looks over, but he doesn't have any... The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in the hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Judy Booty, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills all into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop, and how could you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned by every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think of the upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you. We're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears away from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were prep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on. Judy Booty's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you. You were able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Colonel, hi. Judy Booty? What are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders in your head, it cost you the cook-off. You decide that's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose could smell a pot pie from 400 yards, 4 football fields long. That's a very oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I could smell that it was made from a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Let's go! Going down, Van. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping widely elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. Okay. The intensity of the room is at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen as the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, I am the real champion. Who needs magic when you've got passion? That's what Colonel Sanders says. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders seems that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Judy Booty. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Judy Booty, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever! You've turned to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, well that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you've lied and the secret ingredient was made up, and here is the world did she get that newt from. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not even here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many, I think. Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition? I love this stuff! It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? He notices that you've got the dark spellbook stashed beneath the cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You could feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You probably don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like the time when Monster School when I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes a hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later, good luck. I'm like reading these way too fast. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out, yeah. No. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Yeah! My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their whole entire lives for... Yes, Judy Booty, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds are preparing their whole entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy coursing through your body. I'm about to turn Super Saiyan! You know that this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and you can't be served. But don't worry, dear Judy Booty, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I have been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Hot damn. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging off a broom hook by the elastics of his underpants. Pop! Get down from there right now! Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank at UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, and other automatopoeias, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. It has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffles around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just a tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't even floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And a flashing tire wheel has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+! Rarely do I taste a dish with such as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Judy Booty, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth eggs custard in an ox-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks dangerous. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close to the count of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be very gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! They keep poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who could have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour! Don't discount sympatheticity! This is not the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles generously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a glass rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Wow. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it is quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Judy Booty? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating, School for Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. My 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass, and now I'm Oprah Dog. Everyone gathers around to partake in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. A new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. I thought there'd be music. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was Master Chef, but also world-round turntablist? Who says you can't teach the old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley did tell everyone that they were committing themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone referred to me by my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what he'd say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reasons. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma. So we mailed it directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor's such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist! So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. He's not wearing normal clothes! Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. No, it's not the end. I was about to say, what? As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Judy Booty, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities you might expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take the day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Judy Booty. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do just by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I'll need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with him his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Judy Booty, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. We did it! KFC presents... We did it! Yeah, we finished it. So, he doesn't respect me as a chef, per se, but I won his love, and that's all that mattered. It's a dating simulator, not a cooking simulator. I don't care about food. I just wanted the love of the most handsomest man, chicken man ever. That's what we did. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the video. Are you glad I finished it? What are your thoughts on it? I love you guys. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Oh, it goes with the music, you know? Like, this is my interpersonal moment with you guys. Thank you. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you in another video. Be safe. I'm forgetting my outro, but it's okay. We're just gonna listen to music together and just, you know, talk. I could talk like Colonel Sanders and be like, thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you laugh, because that's all I wanted to get out of it. Anyways, until next time, I will see you later.